Hi guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the vlog. I have a lot to talk about today. Today is my weekend read day, but I have a lot to say. I don't know. I feel wordy, so watch out. It's really quiet, so all my thoughts are like together and coherent. Well, obviously not that coherent, but semi-coherent. I'm looking at my hair. Sorry. I'm like checking myself out in the video screen, but it's really frizzy because it's day 3 hair, day 3, and which means the French braid. I have like a system. Day 1 is like fresh hair, wear my hair down. Day 2 is the poof and then day 3 is frizziness galore. So that is when I do the French braid. Yeah, it's a total system, and I am completely consistent with it, so don't worry about it. Also, didn't I say yesterday I was obsessed with my hair? I am waiting for the one day that I can go without talking about my hair. I'm really not this vain. Well, maybe. I'm a little vain. But, anyways, and I'm really tired today, so I hope I don't look it, but, my kids are gone with my mom. She took them so I could get some work done. She probably didn't know I was going to make a YouTube video. She thinks they're rambling, but they went with her because she is a retired teacher, so she can take them. And we had a really rough morning. Like, we were screaming at each other, and we were just not on the same page. We were not seeing eye to eye, okay? It was the kids versus mom, and mom was losing. It was bad. And it was about fingernail polish, and Striker tried to kill Solo a couple times. It was a rough morning. So then I took him out to the car with my mom, and I came back in the house, and it was quiet. Like, it was silent. Not even the TV was on. There was no sound, and I was like, oh, this feels amazing, and I can get a lot of work done, which then I haven't because I made lunch, and I have been playing around on the internet. So now I'm finally working, finally getting to work. But anyways, I'm tired today because I was up super late last night writing with Lila Felix, and I are writing this book together. Striking comes out September 1st. Write it down. And it was my turn for the chapter, and it got really emotional for me. Like, I don't think when you read it, you will be as big of a mess as I was. I don't think it's that emotionally devastating. Maybe it is. I have a unique perspective, though, because when I write, I really take on the character of the female. I write from first person for a reason, and all my characters are usually girls, except for Avalon, Jericho, and Sebastian, but so it's really hard for me to go through emotional things. Like, I'm not, in general, an emotional person. I'm pretty, even-keeled. I'm pretty laid back, pretty relaxed. Things don't get to me too easily until I'm writing. Like, when I wrote Eden and Amory died, oh my gosh, I could still cry about it. I really could, because that was like, I wrote that whole ending in one sitting, from when Kieran proposed to Eden to the end of that book, and I mean, I was a mess, like a mess. I was a mess even in the happy part because I knew it was coming, and later, because Adele wasn't out yet when I had wrote that, and then that song Set Fire to the Rain came out, and the first time I heard it, I burst into tears again over the whole book. So I can be emotional. I'm not usually, except when I'm working. And then I cried. I think I've cried in every single book. I really do, because I just get so emotional. Like, this one time, I saw this interview with Jenna Fisher. That's her name, right? From The Office, Jenna Fisher. And it was this cutesy, happy scene with her and Jim in The Office. And I don't remember how I saw this, but she was talking about how it was like this, if you see it, it's this really fun scene between her and Jim before they were together, like in the very early seasons of The Office. And then she walks around the corner, and the scene shuts off for the show. But she, in real life, went into the offset and just burst into tears, just sobbing hysterically because she was so emotional in her character. There was all these different emotions going on there. That is me when I write. So I didn't cry in Reckless, but I cried in Hopeless and Fearless. I think I cried a couple times. One of the main times was when Kieran and Eden meet under the bell tower at Kingsley, and they're like exchanging prisoners, and Sebastian leaves. That's not why I cried, not for Sebastian, but I was so emotional over the whole thing. I cried then, and I cried somewhere else. I sobbed when Delia and Justice died. Oh my gosh, sobbed. Maybe there weren't any tears in the Reluctant King. But anyways, in Starbright I cried over 7 in Seth's whole story. Then in The Rush, I cried for Ivy lots of times. I cried for Ivy because she is just broken girl, and she has so many emotions that you guys haven't seen yet. That's just like she's coming to terms with. She cried. I mean, her sister, her mom. What's gonna happen with Ryder? She's a broken girl, but so I cry a lot for her. And I even cried in Bet in the Dark, which is not an emotional book at all. Not at all. It's very like light, fiction light. But at the end when Finn is feeding Declan, it was really emotional for me because it was like all coming together for Ellie. And anyways, now you know what a big wimp I am. But this last book, I won't tell you what's happening. It was one of the worst cry sessions I've ever had. I mean, it was like a solid hour and a half of typing while sobbing, which I sound a little emotionally out of control. Like maybe I need to stabilize with something, but it's only because it's like I'm taking out someone else. And so anyways, I was up super late crying and trying to write, and then I come to bed, and it's weird to like cry over something in fiction. Maybe you guys have this when you read. Like when I read what's the first book? The Hunger Games. I sobbed through that whole book. I cried the minute she stood up for her sister and was like, I'll go. I was like, it was not attractive. And so it's weird to come like upstairs afterwards, and I'm so emotional, and it's nothing I can explain to Zach because, it's the middle of the night and he doesn't have the next 3 hours for me to give him character backgrounds and the whole plot line and synopsis. So anyways, it's just weird for him to be like, what's wrong? And I'm like, it's my book, it's my story. And he's like, okay. He rolls over, goes back to sleep. So anyways, it's gonna be a good book though. You guys are really gonna like it. And like I said, you're not gonna cry through the whole thing. It's just me. Like nobody else cried over Finn and Declan and Ellie. That was just me, just on this side. And really, really, like I promise you, I am so emotionally stable. Like I really am. In fact, I don't have a lot of emotions. I don't get mad a lot. I don't get, I just am like even, pretty relaxed. So it's funny that writing has done this to me. Anyways, I wasn't going to talk about that for so long. Sorry. The next thing I wanted to announce was that I have a new book out. It's a novella. Woo woo. I wasn't going to say anything about this. I really wasn't until I had it's like a series, but it's a fast series. It's a novella, so it's only 25,000 words, like start to finish, but 5,000 of those are like a sneak peek at Bet in the Dark, so it's more like 20,000. But I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want you to be disappointed. I didn't want you to like read it. I mean, I already get in trouble for that. Like people at the end of The Rush, they're like, why is it over so fast? Or and I talked about that before about how I hate endings, but so I didn't want to get in trouble for that. And so I was going to give you like several different series, and then I was going to announce it and be like, oh, hey, you can go buy 5 new books of mine. I've been releasing them and just keeping them a secret. But people started to find them, and it's my fault I put it on Goodreads. Partly just because I have awesome, amazing, incredible fans who just are so supportive. I can't even handle it. and people found it, and people have already put up these crazy good reviews. Like, I just didn't have any expectations for it because I wasn't telling anybody about it, like nobody. And so I'm just blown away. So now I'm telling you, I have a new novella out called Love and Decay, and you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Smashwords. And it is actually a zombie series. I'm writing about zombies, and never, ever, ever, ever in a million years did I think I was going to write about zombies. I've said before, I really like the Trill trilogy by Amanda Hocking, and that's actually the last thing I've read of hers. Because then she started coming out with I think it's called The HoloLens. Is that right? She started coming out with that, and I'm like, well, zombies. Who wants to read about zombies? Not me. I like zombies. I like zombie movies. I'm surprisingly not afraid of them, except in like The Walking Dead when it's like so tense. Like, it's not scary. It's just like, somebody die or do something. But they don't generally scare me because they're so fantastical. Like, ghosts may be real. Like murderers are real. Like, those kind of scary movies scare me because, like, maybe they could happen. They don't watch Ghost Hunters or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, that kind of creepy paranormal freaks me out. And, but zombies, I'm like, there's no such thing. So anyways, I've never really had this great draw to them, but then Zach was talking to me, sorry, there's someone here. Zach will get it. Where was I? Sorry, I got totally derailed. Zach was talking to me about, different ideas, because I'm always saying how many ideas I have, and I don't get to write them. Like, I'm involved in so many projects already, like, but my brain is full of things. And so he was like, well, what if you wrote a series, like a novella series that's like TV episodes? And so they're like action packed, like a story has like an 8-point story arc, but a TV show, there are certain things that have to happen, and they happen very quickly. And so Love and Decay is kind of my experiment with that to see how it can go. I'm going to release them every 2 weeks on Fridays. So mine went a little bit early yesterday, but usually they will be on Fridays. So I won't release again until the 26th, but it will all be 20,000 word segments. And it's about zombies and love. It really is about love and decay, and there's equal parts of both. And it's funny, I didn't hold back at all because it's not like this huge story that I had to fill in or that I had to take the plot somewhere. I mean, it's just 20,000 words. I got to bang it out and really have fun with it, be completely myself with it. And it's like, I'm calling it NA dystopian. So I'm not sure if there's much NA dystopian out there, but hopefully it will be classified somehow. So Love and Decay, go get it. It's only 99 cents. They will all be 99 cents until I have a couple of them out there. And then we're going to make, the first one's free just because you have to buy them and keep buying them for the story. And then when they get to be like a regular book length, I'll publish it for cheaper as a full book. Does that make sense? So you can wait. Whatever you want to do. It's just something extra, just something to tide you over while I write all the other stuff, and it shouldn't interfere with any of my projects. So there's that. Okay, so I think I talked about everything. Oh, and then Bet in the Dark is also 99 cents for the rest of the week, and maybe a little bit longer. But yeah, so I have a bunch of books right now for 99 cents, like a bunch, and you should go buy them and read them. If you haven't, if you're watching this, you've probably read them all. But I'm supposed to say that. It's part of my job, right? Anyways, the last thing to talk about is what I'm reading this weekend. And I just told you I'm not emotional. So if I get to this book this weekend, it will be, I don't know if I will or not. I'm going to show it to you because I'm dying to read it. I have to pull it up because I got a bunch of text messages. Because I have to use my phone because all my Kindles are dead and not charged. So if I can find it. Okay, but I'm a huge, 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 huge fan of Rebecca Donovan. And, sorry, it like skipped ahead. I had a picture of the cover, and then my phone wanted to be mean to me. And now it's being weird. What is happening? It's only showing half the cover. To be fair, I have the iPhone too. I need to get a new phone, but I know this phone and it has all my stuff on it. Ugh, it's not working, guys. It is not working. Anyways, I want to read the Out of Breath finale. Here we go. Here's a picture of it. Oh, it's like, there we go. To Rebecca Donovan's Breathing series, and I love these books. I got to read, I didn't start reading the first one until the second one was already out, so I got to read them right in a row. But they're emotional. Like, they are like, rip your heart out of your chest, throw it in a blender, turn it on, then dump it down the disposal, turn that on, and then, I mean, I can barely handle them. Like, those make me just, I feel too much. That's what I'm saying right now. They are heartbreaking. So this one better end well. Otherwise, we're going to have like recovery room for Rachel, where you guys can send me cards. Get well soon. Hope you get out of your book funk. I mean, it better end good, so hopefully it will. Yeah, what are you guys reading this weekend? Hopefully something fun and light and exciting. If you want something fun and light, my favorite chick lit author is Sophie Kinsella. And I almost bought one of her books, but then I saw this Rebecca Donovan one and I had to go with it. But Sophie Kinsella is my absolutely favorite chick lit author. She is fantastic. So check her out if you're looking for something fun. Otherwise, read with me. Or tell me what you're reading. I hope it's something good. Hope you guys are having a great Friday and going to have a great weekend. I'm so sorry this is a million hours long. I don't know how to be concise. I'm working on it. Starting with the novella, Love and Decay. Check it out.